I stood at the edge of Aunt Patricia's sun-drenched backyard in Scottsdale, the warm Arizona breeze carrying the scent of blooming desert flowers. Laughter rippled through the baby shower as my pregnant cousin Lauren held up another tiny onesie. "You can't possibly relate," she said with that sympathetic smile that never quite reached her eyes, and the circle of women nodded, trading birth stories like they were family heirlooms. I clutched my mocktail tighter, feeling invisible once again in their perfect picture. My name is Riley Bennett. At 35, I'm a forensic accountant in Phoenix who spends my days auditing nonprofits and my nights wondering about the missing pieces of my own life. I have a cozy adobe house in Mesa, solid friends, and a career I'm proud of. What I don't have is what my family counts as success: a husband, kids, the whole package. The invitation had come 3 weeks earlier, gold lettering on thick cardstock that probably cost more than my weekly groceries. I almost didn't go, but something pulled me there. That afternoon, while the party wound down, I gently pulled Lauren aside under the shaded Ramada. "DNA says I can relate," I whispered, slipping her a sealed envelope with the results. Her hand shook as the color left her face. The weeks that followed were raw but necessary. We sat in a neutral counselor's office downtown, Arizona sunlight streaming through the windows. I laid out the evidence I'd found while clearing Mom's house after her passing: yellowed letters, an old 1989 paternity test naming Uncle Bob as my father, and the quiet monthly payments Patricia had sent for 35 years to keep the family reputation intact in our tight-knit community. No threats, no court battles, just the quiet agreement of adults trying to protect what they thought mattered most. Bob admitted his regrets over coffee at a local diner, voice thick. Patricia defended the choices of a scared young bride. Lauren sat between us, processing that her whole world had shifted. There were tears, long silences, and finally honest words grounded in the straightforward values we grew up with out here. Slowly the healing started. Lauren asked me to her 20-week scan. Bob shared stories about Mom he'd kept locked away. When little Lily arrived 3 weeks early but fighting strong, I waited in the hospital hallway. Holding my niece for the first time, I felt the mother-child bond I'd been denied, in a new way, as the aunt helping build something real. The truth didn't erase the hurt, but it freed us from decades of shadows. In the wide-open spaces of the West, we found room to forgive, to connect, and to choose each other anyway. Family isn't only blood or perfect lies, it's the courage to face hard truths and decide, every day, to show up. For the first time, I wasn't the outsider. I was family, by choice as much as by DNA. And that was enough.